Thanks for joining our flock. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Raven.
And I'm Raven. Welcome, y'all. This is Raven's Nest. What's up, birdies?
Hola. Welcome to another episode of Raven's Nest. For the month of August, we will be discussing
parenting and kids.
So today, if you see us with our cup, it's ratchet.
What? and we decided to. Actually, for the past few months, we've been kicking the month off with ratchet episodes. So, let you know how this month's going to
go. So today we're going to be discussing fuck them kids.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, because I already know how our memory is, we be getting too much deep into the conversation.
All it.
So first thing is, our word of the week, our ratchet
word of the week.
Oh, my bad. Do you want to say it or you want me?
Do
you have it pulled up?
No.
Okay. So then in that case, it'll be me.
Well, I'll say the word. You can give the
Here, bitch. She can't
ratchet word of the week. But apparently I can write. It's slime, y'all.
Okay. So slime is a word to describe someone who's a close friend, basically family. Another word for the homie. Like, Raven's my slime. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then this week on Saturday, we will have our back to school
drive.
Yeah, back to school drive. So if you haven't already, definitely hit up our Cash App. It's
Raven's Nest
Out Loud. Cash App. And then if you need to come and, grab some supplies, come on through in Irvin.
Yes, and it's never too late to donate. If y'all want to donate some supplies, please hit up me. You know what? I'll put all the information below the video. But hit up one of us. It's never too late to donate. Like she said, hit up our Cash App. If not, just come out and have some fun. There'll be face painting, bounce house, all of that good stuff.
DJ Sadie Baby the Pro gonna be there. And then what else? Yeah, okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, to jump it off, kids will straight embarrass you. They will straight up embarrass you. Saying shit oh my gosh. First and foremost, I was on the phone with someone today, and Madison was like, "Is that my daddy?" Bruh. You don't know your daddy voice? Shut the fuck up.
But girl, no, for real, honestly, just everything. Okay, y'all, for instance, I don't typically wear V-necks or anything really low cut because, as y'all can see, wasn't blessed with.
She lacking.
It's okay, my face makeup for it. But no, I wasn't blessed with boobs, so I typically don't wear stuff like this. And my daughter was like, she was saying something about when her boobs get bigger or whatever, and she was like,
I hope.
And I said, she looked at me when she was saying this, and she was like, I don't have no hope, right? Bro, again,
at least she's smart. Kids. Her daughter's smart. That's what's up, for sure. Your daughter's smart.
I was like for real, they always trying to play us.
Yeah. And let me just say this too. You can only say fuck them kids if you take care of your kids. You can't say fuck them kids and you really don't.
No, for real. Because they be saying fuck them kids I'm not even gonna say baby daddies. Honestly, because there's some fucked up ass, non-involved baby mamas as well. But y'all don't be taking care of them kids and saying fuck them kids on a regular.
No. It's really cap. We saying fuck them kids, but
yeah, we all about them kids.
Yeah, we'll go to war about them kids.
Not
okay?
For real. So yeah, when we say fuck them kids, it's just really the shit they be doing, the shit they be saying. Yeah, we don't actually mean fuck them kids because, like she said, we're gonna go to war behind them same kids we saying fuck. So yeah, honestly, that should have been our wretched word of the week.
What? Fuck them kids?
Or a wretched phrase for the week.
That would have been smart. You see?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I always think about it after the fact.
Yeah.
But, y'all get the point. So what's something else? Because on this episode, I'm definitely going to embarrass every single one of my kids. So I'm going to encourage you to do the same. Don't be too mad at me, the one that might pay attention.
I'm trying to think.
What's something she's done? Because you ain't mentioned her.
Who?
The only one you didn't mention?
Who did I mention the first time? Oh, I mentioned Madison. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look, I'll be forgetting. What about Destiny? I don't know. My baby Destiny, she can't dance, but she get that honestly. And baby, she don't mind dancing. And I'd be like, oh, Lord.
So is she your equivalent to singing?
You know, I might be a little better with singing. I really can't dance. And it's okay.
But I would say Kaya couldn't dance either. In the beginning, she started off on school dancing, second grade, third grade. One of those, but baby, when she started off, I remember being like, oh Lord, like my poor baby. Yeah, she used to be the out. She used to be staring at everybody. And it was just like, it was awful.
Everybody going to the right, she going to the left, but she had confidence.
Yeah, it's like but she was doing it with confidence. Like, but honestly, by they had that summer camp that next year, like she was on point. Yeah. But I was like, man,
see, practice makes perfect. So
yeah, practice did miracles. Apparently, because I used to be worried about my baby. I don't even know how she made the team. I remember when she asked to try out, I was like,
oh yeah,
I didn't want her to try out because I was really scared of what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
I thought she was gonna get her feelings hurt. So
I feel that.
But I mean, with that being said, don't be afraid to encourage your kids. Unless it comes to like, singing, like something they can't, talent you got to be born with. Don't. Yeah. I remember telling my mom used to tell my daughter, like, you can sing, you just need practice. Like,
my grandma used to tell me the same thing, and I really thought I could
and we see how that has turned out. So I said, look, baby, you're pretty, okay? Run with it. Yeah. Like, because singing, that's not for you. I was like, she was like, you supposed to encourage your kids.
I'm supposed to keep it real with you. Exactly. Like, you want me to keep it real with you, or you want them? Because they gonna eat you up.
I was like, man, look, you would prefer me to tell you. Then you go to school thinking you could sing.
Having all this confidence, like, what? And then you'll be mad at me, like, but mama, you told me I could sing. I kept it real with you. Yeah.
Because I don't care what she tell you. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll tell them in a second. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, the little funny mom from my son. Remember I told you about, so my kid said he's not always active. I will give him his props. He is doing better.
You halfway be there, so I'm gonna halfway give you your props.
Oh yeah, he's doing better, and I will say that. So shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
But so at this particular time, he was not
present.
He was not present.
Boom, 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 boom.
So I was talking to my son, and he had this little crush or whatever at school, which he had not told me about. So I found out from my oldest that he had told her all about it. So I came to him, and I'm like, hey. So how come your sister gets to know about this girl, but I don't get to know about her? And he was like, I told my dad too.
Oh, damn. I'm the only one left out.
I was like, how you going to tell your daddy? And he ain't never around. And he was like, that's why I knew he could keep a secret. You know what? Get the fuck out of my room.
He got a point. He's being very smart.
Bro, smart but it just be them comebacks that I just don't be ready for. Like,
nah, for real.
First of all, it's rare that anybody can make me just shut up, like to where I don't have nothing to say back. Yeah. And honestly, my kids are the only ones that be able to do it.
That's like, what's up.
They the only ones that had me like,
that's what's up. Like, for real.
And it's nothing I can say, but like, get the fuck out of my room. Because don't even have me on hush mode. I don't even appreciate that.
Nah, for real. Because I'm not used to this. Like, what is this? What's happening?
I don't even know. I don't like it though. Yeah. So yeah. I've been scrolling through here trying to find what I'm looking for, and I couldn't find it. But what else? As far as that goes, I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
Oh, that's one of I have wrote down. I forgot about. Same kid. We went to this baby shower. I forgot to get a gift or whatever. I have been talking about this baby shower like for the longest. Still forgot to get a gift. So on the way, we're running late. I damn sure ain't got time to do it. And I'm like, oh damn, you know what? Somebody had got something for Legacy for Christmas, but she already had one. And it's crazy because the one they got her was actually like the blue one. She had the pink version of it. So I'm like, it was a boy version. Anyway, she already got one. Go get it. Get him that. So he run in the house and get it. Well, no, I'm sorry. He was supposed to run in the house and get it. We get all the way to the baby shower, and I'm like, oh, get the the trunk. He was like, oh, I forgot to put it in the car. How you going to have to get it and forget to put it in the car?
Yeah, like, what did you do? And if you couldn't find it, tell me.
Girl, it was right at the door, too. So I'm like, I got really mad, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. So then I already not wanted to go in there with a gift. Like, gotta do it anyway now at this point. I live probably like 30 minutes, so it's in DeSoto. So no, we already had to make this long ass drive. Yeah. We running late. I ain't got time. So when we get there, I'm like, girl, my bad. I'm sorry. I forgot I was like, well, Fatty forgot the gift at the house or whatever. And he was like, we ain't buy it anyway. Bro, get out. Get out.
A backslap.
Get
What
out.
you mean? You just wasn't with me when I bought it. Like, shut the fuck up.
Bro, I was like, again, they be embarrassing the hell out of you. Like, nobody asked you for all that.
Nah, for real. Like, shut up.
For real. When I ask you to talk, you ain't got shit to say.
Okay. Now you want to be quiet. Like, I need you to get on schedule. When I need you to talk. When I don't.
Exactly. If I ain't asked you shit, be quiet.
Okay.
Oh, another thing. This is, I guess, I know I put having no filter or whatever, but also, so my boys, you guys, have ADHD. It is extremely, extremely hard to get them to just sit still.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say this, I mean this in the most extreme form. I mean, like, it don't matter what they're doing, they have to be doing something. One, I'm sorry, both of my kids do not have ADHD. One has ADD and one has ADHD. If you aren't familiar with the differences, one of them involves hypertension. One of them is just like their attention span. I'm sure I'll be saying this right, but you could probably guess which is which. Mm-hmm. But my oldest, he's pretty chill. He gets hyper from time to time, but for the most part, he's a chill little kid. Mm-hmm. My youngest boy, however, we could be all watching a movie and it's like, hey, everybody sit down, watch a movie or whatever. He will start like scooting across the floor, like just slowly, like just
I'm out of here. I can't do
like
this.
he'll scoot back, and I'm like, sit still. And he's like, okay, girl. He started like pulling at the threads on my rug, like just anything. I'm like, bro, sit. You ain't taking medicine, right? I'm gonna get your medicine.
Right, that's exactly what it like. I can't do this,
girl. It'd be just anything. He'll be like, and I'm like, bro, like I'll be about to lose my mind, y'all. It takes so much patience. I don't think I know I wasn't born with. I'm trying to get, but yeah, it takes a lot of patience to deal with it. So if you're a parent of a kid with ADHD, I pray for you.
Yeah, look, I ain't a parent with ADHD, of a child with ADHD or anything like that. But I already be telling myself I need to be more patient because some stuff I'm not gonna stunt. Like, you're a child. Like, I know I did this stuff too. Like, kids do stupid shit because they don't know, or they trying to like test your patience or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it'd be real legit kid shit, but still.
Yeah, and there's definitely a difference because people do try to say like, oh, they just be trying to diagnose your kid with stuff because you think they bad or blah blah blah. Y'all listen, I have 4 kids, okay? It was no doubt in my mind this kid had something at all. There was no question. There was 2 before him. I was very well aware it is something different about you.
Yeah.
It's just, again, you kind of know. As far as my oldest, with him having ADD, again, it's something you kind of notice. Like, his attention span was just short. Like, I mean, like, I could be in the room. I'm like, hey, go get this from the living room. Mm-hmm. Yeah, our living room's probably about 20 steps. Within that 20 steps, he been ran back and said, what you tell me to do?
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, sir, like, you didn't, or I can go, or like you said, he been, I forgot. I'll go in there and he's watching TV. Like, what happened? What happened to you going to the living room to get this? And he'd be like, oh yeah, like, look, I don't have time for this. Yeah. Like, and when I say he gets distracted by anything, like, he was about 4 or 5 when the first time I noticed like how bad getting distracted was. He got distracted by a vacuum commercial. Bro, that shit is not that goddamn interesting. Yeah. I know for a fact you ain't just get so hyped over this damn vacuum commercial.
At 5 years old, it's not like you're like, oh, I want to buy this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't wait to vacuum. Like, no, like, I know this didn't interest you that much, but literally he could get distracted by anything. I started having him repeat everything. Mm-hmm. I say to him like, go get your cup out of the kitchen, and I'm like, okay, what did I tell you to do? Go get my cup out of the kitchen. Okay. Go ahead. I don't care if you need to repeat that all the way to the kitchen. Like, but that's what I did, trying to work with him in regards. So I'm not getting so upset that I'm having to repeat myself. Yeah. I'm by way of kind of being patient, trying to work with you. Mm-hmm. That tends to work for the most part.
I can see that.
So yeah, that's our thing. That's how I work with him in regards to what he's doing or what he needs to do. But still, it gets frustrating. Like,
oh, I bet. Yeah, because first of all, like, I'm not used to doing this. I just tell you something and you do it. But now with you, I got to go, like, a little extra step or whatever. So, I could feel that.
Like, girl, the other day, I was doing his hair. I was retwisting his dress. And I told him the baby kept trying to play with him. I was like, hey, take her downstairs real quick and come right back so I can finish your hair. That's been a week. I ain't finished his hair. He never came back.
So what happened to you, Mom?
Girl, I said forget it. Like, I'm not gonna fight with you. I told him I would just finish whenever it gets closer to school time. Because I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna just have to redo it anyway. But I was trying to kind of get it out the way so it's a little bit more manageable during that time. But forget it. Yeah. I'm not gonna keep fighting with you. I only did 3. I'm not gonna be doing 3 every day.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't too much.
It wasn't too drastic. But yeah, so.
Girl, I don't know if I told you or not, but Madison cut her fucking hair. Did I tell you that?
No.
And then, like, you know I can see this piece of hair sticking up, right? And I'm doing your hair. Like, who the fuck does that?
Girl, matter of fact, same kid. He cut one of his dreads off. And then act like I wasn't gonna notice.
Yeah, like, you know I'm smarter than you,
and
right?
then on top of it, I was really mad because you can put the dread back in. And he threw it away trying to hide it from me. So when I'm retwisting his hair, I'm like, yeah. And then it's at the front, girl. I was so goddamn mad. Because, bro, I could have fixed it. All you have to do is open your mouth and say something. Oh, Lord. Them kids, when I tell y'all, they drive me. A matter of fact, my boys as a whole, they drive me. And it's not, honestly, this is ADHD related. Boys. Yeah. Like, and honestly, I'm not really sure which ones I prefer because I have 2 girls and 2 boys. My girls, their attitude, fuck them kids. My boys, their behavior, they're just, I gotta do some shit. Fuck them kids. Like, girl, they broke a blade on their fan, trying to jump off their bed onto the fan while it's spinning. What the fuck? Bro.
Guess they want to be some stunt devils.
Girl, when I walk in the room like, I know this thing had 3 or 4. One is missing. One is missing. And then they hid it behind their dresser.
Again, you know I'm smarter than you, right? So, like I be telling, just come and tell me the truth. Exactly. We're going to be straight. We're going to be cool. I might get upset, but it's going to be a lot better if you tell me versus me.
Bro, I'm a whole handyman. Like, you put aside with me. I could have fixed it. Like, don't have me come in this room. And it wasn't even just me walk in there. First of all, the fan is slanted now. Like, of and course, there's a blade distant. I turn on the fan and it's like,
that noise is annoying as fuck. Like, bitch, prepare for cover because it's about to go down.
It's about to blow.
Yes, like, I do not like that. That shit sounds scary as hell.
For real. Like, girl, I was so damn mad. Like, I'm telling you, they just do the fucking most. Like,
but see, that be Madison too. Like, she got a bladder problem or whatever it is, wet in the bed problem. She wet the bed, and I be peeping what you go to sleep in, and then the next day she got on different clothes. Why you got on different clothes? She was like, I went to sleep in this. No, you didn't. No, you did not. Let me find out you got some little dirty drawers and what you.
Where you put them at?
I can feel the bed. You know that, right? I can feel the bed.
Yeah, like
there are multiple
I got my
ways
5
I
senses.
can get you.
I got my 5 senses.
Girl.
I can do this. Matter of fact, speaking of 5 senses, do you know they changed the way that's worded?
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Not at school. They changed the way that's worded. It's something else. I cannot remember, but I remember my son asking me last year about something, and I was like, I don't know. And then he said it again. I'm like, Google. Yeah. Like, I was on Google, and I was like, why the fuck they ain't just call this the 5 senses? Yeah. Because that's what it is. Who told y'all to change some shit?
Yeah, I don't go with the changing shit.
Me
like,
either.
When they try to change horoscopes, it's still the same.
Exactly. No, I didn't either.
That's why I was like, shut up. I don't care. I can care less.
For real, you're not going to tell me I'm not a Capricorn. I don't care what y'all talking about. So, matter of fact, I got to look this up, y'all, because I gotta inform y'all what this shit is calling now. Or what I'm not going to call it that, but.
People be bored. They would just be trying to do shit.
Yeah, it's like, what? Leave well enough alone, because nobody needed to change the name of 5 senses. Like,
yeah. It's not like they be bringing us back to school. Like, you need a refresher, a retraining. Here we have now changed the senses to this. Like, no, keep it the same.
Okay, yeah, I don't see it off top, but I will include it in the video. No, because I'm gonna have to ask my son when I get home. But I'm gonna include it in the video when I find it out. Anyway,
so since you have 4 kids, who's the bad one?
Definitely my. You know what? It'd be the baby. I was gonna say it was my.
She might grow out of it. Like, you know,
I pray she does.
I mean, especially now she's 2, like terrible 2, like.
Bro, she adapted to that very fucking well. Like, very well.
Yeah.
She's now started this new thing where she screams to the top of her lungs. Like,
girl,
it sounds like somebody's murdering her. Like, I done almost fell down the stairs, running down the stairs trying to see what the fuck done happened to her. And it's like, my son's like, she fell on the floor screaming because I took the remote from her.
Madison used to do that. She would literally fall down.
That's what she did.
And then just scream. But they all, her and Destiny both had the same cry, which was like really weird. Like when they would cry, they'd be like,
I actually remember that.
Yeah, Marquise used to be calling her, what's that dude name who sing Panda? Oh, I forgot his name, but yeah.
Girl, but no, Legacy is like, honestly, it's so hot. Mariah Carey. Picture Mariah Carey. That's how high the pitch is.
And I would have to pop her every time. Like, stop.
Bro, I'd be like, what the when I first heard it, which was recently, you guys, I was like I remember jumping up, like feeling like my heart like ran down the stairs before I did. Like,
yeah,
I was so terrified as to what the fuck could be going on with my child that made her scream like this. And just to find out it was something just so minor, girl, I was so pissed off. Because the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, like, had I had Legacy first, I'd have one child.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, same here. Same with Madison. Like my mama says, she was like, "You think Madison's bad? Like you were 10 times worse than her." And I said, "And you decided to have another child? That's on you, boo." Luckily, she looked out because Jade is good.
Girl, but I really truly believe that little saying that it's always like that people always be talking about, like the second born child is with the shits. Like,
oh, for sure. Madison is a no limit soldier. Don't know
what?
Baby, I done walked in on the room on her getting Destiny's head, like doing like, bruh, how you gonna let the little sister punk you?
Oh, first of all, let me be clear. Legacy might not be the second born, but if you ask the kids, they will all tell you Legacy has beat every single one of them up. Like, and she don't play no games. Yeah. Like, she done beat one of them up over a hot pocket. One of them wouldn't give her something she had, and she has no problem just pop, like, and I'll be like, Legacy, like, bro, she will smack the hell out of somebody. She'll punch them. She don't care. I have a video. I sent you that video of her beating. My son was on the phone with their dad, and she was trying to get the phone. He wouldn't give it to her. She grabbed him by his hair, pulled him down. Mind you, he's standing up. Pulled his shirt, then his hair. Once he came down a little bit, like ran around, like holding his hair, and then started like hitting him. And I was like, bro, dang. I pulled the camera from my room camera. I have a camera in my room. I actually might include this video. I'll let you know. Because it's funny as hell, yeah, for real.
That's funny.
But no, my second born, no, seriously, this kid, no limit. Yeah, like he fights all the fucking time. He don't play no games. He little, but please don't let that fool you. Yeah. Like I knew from jump. Like I remember kindergarten, he beat up a 4th grader.
Man, he might got short man syndrome.
He definitely has short man syndrome. That's exactly what I be saying. Like without a doubt, last year, like I think it was about 12 fights this year.
That's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
You would think this nigga growing up in the hood.
Not for real. And you are a whole fucking suburban kid.
Nah, for real. What I was about to say though too, I remember, was it during the pandemic? I want to say it was. All of a sudden, we're in the house. I don't know if I was working. I want to say I was working. But we heard something like going down the stairs. Like, what the fuck is that? Madison took her bike and decided to ride her bike down the stairs, and we live on the 3rd floor. So, of course, when we heard the noise, not only did we hear it, the neighbors heard it too. Everybody came out. And now I'm looking like the parent who don't got no control over their kid because you decided to do this. She had a bruise up. Upper lip, bottom, everything. Like, she done had some bruises. And she's been like this since she was a child. Like, she had her first black eye as a baby. Like, not even 1 year old with a black eye.
Yeah, thinking about it, I remember when I cannot stand when my kids get hurt. I definitely can't stand when it's their fault. Because most of the time it's what the fuck was you thinking?
Yeah.
Bro? Like,
that be her.
I be telling them, like, stop acting like I ain't taught you common sense. Like, or I tell them, like, don't act like you don't have no home training.
Yeah.
At least, and my daughter, my oldest, she loves to say, but I don't. Well, you better act like it. Pretend you do.
Nah, my kids do. I've taught you well, and I always tell them all the time, do not embarrass me. People not going to be looking at you, they looking at me.
Girl, first of all, I tell my kids all the time, embarrass me and I'm going to embarrass you. Because I'm going to take it there.
Nah, for real.
My daughter is still mad at me for an embarrassing moment last year. To date, she's still mad at me. I keep telling her I love her, and people will forget about it, but don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Don't. Because I'm telling you.
I'm going to win every time. Like,
I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play. Because I be telling her, like, bro, I started this shit. Like, that's not, I don't care if I didn't start it, bro. I'm going to finish this shit. Best believe. But I tell my kids all the time, like, you embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you. Like, I remember my daughter, my oldest, she tried to fall out crying one point. She was a lot younger, of course. She tried to fall out crying in the store. Like, I fell out crying too. She was like, yeah, nigga. Yeah. What you want to do? Like, because that's what we're going to do.
We can go there.
Like, girl, she felt like her, and I literally just fell on the floor with her. And she just like stared at me like, this lady's crazy. Yeah,
I am.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's up? Try me.
Exactly. Because I could take it there. I don't even care, y'all. I'm literally that parent. You probably don't heard of many parents like me, but I'm that one. Yeah, I don't care. I'm definitely with the shoes. But again, I love my kids. I will definitely be there for them at all costs. But I'll definitely take it there with them too. Like,
heck yeah. Just as crazy as you be seeing me with these strangers, I can get that crazy with you. And in fact, I'm going to get crazier because we know one another. You really going to make me go there? I don't want to go there. And I be telling my kids all the time, like, I'll ask them to do something nicely. And then when I have to yell at them and they do it, and I be like, this what the fuck y'all asked for? Y'all want the bitch? You got the bitch. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Girl, I'm telling my kids, I tell them all the time, like, you really don't want me to take it there. And like, they know me. They know me. They love for me to take up for them. At the same time, they don't. Oh, yeah, especially when it comes to like going to school. Because don't ever, and this is for anybody who watches, don't ever get out alone with my kids. Like, don't get me wrong. I am fully aware that it takes a village to raise a child. I'm fully aware of that. However, please come to me before you do anything with my kids. And when I say that, I mean like don't put your hands on my kids. Yeah. You can talk to me. I have no problem correcting my kids. The teachers that they've had previously, no, call me. I will pop up. I stay about this close to the school. I have no problem. I'm there all the time. But please don't step out of line with my kid. Don't. Yeah. You know, when I say step out of line, I don't mean don't correct them. I mean don't disrespect them. And I mean that in every sense of the word. If you ever got to question it, don't do it. Yeah. Call me. But don't disrespect my kids because I have no problem with them being corrected. If it's too much or you feel like it's too much, call me because I'm going to take it there with them. And they know I'm not playing about it. But, girl, I remember the bus driver they had one year. My son, I was just actually kind of talking to you about this. He sleeps so hard. So, mind you, they was getting on the bus at like 6 something in the morning. So, he got on the bus. Apparently, he was half asleep. He gets on the bus. His backpack was half open. So when he's stumbling onto the bus, he kind of drops his bag. His stuff falls out. And the bus driver gets up. She snatches his backpack, throws his stuff in it, and just chunks it on the seat where he is. Okay. So that was that one. Then when he was getting off the bus, apparently he did the same thing. Like he drops his stuff again. That's her fault. She had to wake him up. And so she said when she woke him, my daughter says when she woke him up, she was like, you need to get your stuff together, like clapping all in his face. Girl, so when they get in the car after school, my son, I'm like, what's wrong? I'm sorry, this is after school. The second time it happened was after school. So when he gets on the bus, gets in the car, he was looking like he's finna cry. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he would not tell me. Like, he know his mama's crazy. And he's like, nothing. Like, bro, you look like you finna cry. I know it's something wrong with you. And then my daughter was like, just tell her. Somebody better fucking tell me something. The fuck? That's what it came down to. I was like, you tell me. So she was like, girl, she explains it to me. Girl, that lady better have been lucky. The bus she had already drove off with the damn bus. But baby, the next morning, first of all, y'all, I'm not a morning person. But this morning, usually I'm always like catching the bus right as they're about to drive off. I'm like barely making it. She probably done just started the bus to drive off, and I'm like zooming in, like, no, don't leave them. So. Yeah, I pull this time though, girl, I was there before she even got there. Yeah. Like, I was waiting. Waiting on you at the door, ho. My son and my daughter are like, please just take us to school. Please. Like, please just I will right after this. She was like, please, mama, please. Like, can you just take us to school? Like, don't even Yeah. Girl, I must have hopped out that car the second she pulled up. I was clapping all in her motherfucking face.
Right? Like, you want to clap? Oh, I clap too. So
girl, what? I clap back, nigga. Yeah. Like, what? Girl, that lady was just shaking and shivering and shit. Yeah, bitch, don't play. She lucky she ain't had no purse. She lucky she ain't had no purse. So I would have snatched her goddamn bag too. Like, what, girl? Nah, for real. I must have lost my damn mind today.
And I be like, with people like that, why are you working with kids if you don't have the patience? Because I don't have the patience. I don't work with kids. But you want to work with my kid, you gotta have the patience. And if
you better find some.
Yeah, no, you better have it. Ain't no finding. You have it.
I know I ain't had no problems out of her since that day. Since, like, matter of fact, she started calling me to tell me she was about to leave. That way I could make sure I was. How far are you? I'm about to be pulling up. Okay, I'll wait on you. Yeah, let's get some act right around this bitch. I was about to say that we got some act right. Not for my ass because I was still usually late, but you know, we got some type of act right. Yeah. But yeah, like, girl, I do not play. But my kids, they don't ever when it comes down to it, they be trying their hardest not to tell me. They have to be really, really mad or something really drastic has to happen for them to actually come and tell me because they know I'm gonna act up. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. That's Destiny. Like Destiny, first and foremost, she's the calm, cool one. Like she's the reason why there's a Madison. Like, oh, this is easy. Even though I didn't really want another child, you know, I could think about it. But I remember the little situation with her school or whatever when the teacher was telling her like being funny, good looking, acting or whatever. She didn't tell me. She was like she wanted to wait, like make sure I was calm, all of that kind of stuff. Because yes, I will go there. And when I went up to the school for Madison's graduation, I was literally walking up there like because it was one teacher I knew for a fact who she was, but the second one I didn't know. So when I was there, hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your name? And once I found out who it was, oh yeah, what's up? I'm Raven. You want to say that shit about my daughter? Yeah, And it was funny because my mama was with me, and I was like, oh, please don't let them kick me out of Madison's graduation.
Girl, they kicked me out of the school more than once, and I come back all the time.
That's cool, but on her graduation, ain't no coming back. It's
a one-time
thing. Like, yeah.
I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, like then I was banned from the school like in all activities for like a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I still win. I still win.
Graduation, and especially my baby had a long ass part, the longest part there was. Oh yeah, and also some teacher he was on the list, and I was like, you such and such, why you ain't say nothing? Like, girl, I don't play that shit.
Girl, for real. I'm telling you, I don't mind showing that for my kids. Like, I be telling people, like, bro, I will smile in a mugshot for these same kids. I'm saying fuck. Like, I'm telling y'all, I be fuck them kids all day long, but I'm telling you, I will be smiling harder than a bitch in this mugshot. With no question asked. Like, I'm a ride for them regardless. It don't even matter. I be telling them right or wrong, like, because that's how my grandma was with me. I remember teachers would say certain things to me. I tell my grandma, of course, I'm not telling her my part in it or whatever. My grandma be like, I'm on my way. She coming to the school. She going out. They start telling her what I did. I don't give a fuck. You don't do her like this. Like, my grandma was definitely with the shit. Family, y'all already know. Medea did not play that, y'all. But on the way home, because she done went off so damn bad. Yeah. She ain't letting me stay at school because them teachers, like, ain't no telling what they would have did because she done shut the fuck out. So, on the way home now, she getting in my ass. Like, but she not going to do that in front of them. She going to check them about what they did. But she always gonna correct me too, and I'm the same motherfucking way.
Just like you have to, like a nigga, like if you and a nigga in a relationship in public, and behind closed doors, bitch ass nigga, why you do that dumbass shit? Like,
exactly. Like she gonna get in my ass on the way home by herself, but in front of them, like no, she was gonna get in their ass for whatever they did wrong.
Yeah. Now see, the thing is with Madison, because that's my bad child, Maddie the baddie. In school and everything like that, she is an angel. Because I mean, she really is a sweetheart. At the same token, she's more comfortable at home. Like, people, they don't even realize this whole other side. So, like, nah, y'all. Yeah,
like, girl, trust me, I understand because that's how, like I said, outside of legacy, the second to youngest, he's the baddest out of the oldest, I guess. So with that being said, at school, he's an angel. He gets damn near straight A's,
which is good.
He's definitely well behaved at school. Don't get me wrong. Before he was diagnosed with ADHD, he was definitely hyper, but he was still a good kid. Like his teacher,
and it's still out of his control.
Like, yeah, exactly. And that was the only issue. Like his teacher, I remember her telling me, like he does really well, but he's the only kid I know manages to get tangled in his chair every day. Like what?
How you do that?
Yeah, I'm still confused to this day as to how. She's like he gets tangled in his chair every day, or he falls out. It's a lot, but I mean, outside of that, he really didn't have no issues. It was just the I can't stay still the kind of thing. But hell, I had the same issue. So, I mean, I don't think I have ADHD. But I definitely can't stay still. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a good kid elsewhere. It's at home that he just be like,
which I prefer that. Like, if anything, like I said, don't embarrass me. Make me look good. Because everybody always says about Madison, they're like, she is so polite. Because she says thank you after everything. Yes, we taught her well. So thank you, good job. But a child.
Yeah, it's funny because with my kids, I grew up like this, so I definitely make them do as well. But yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, I'm very big on that. I've always been like that, and it was really shocking to people with my oldest because I was a teenage mom. So I had her at 16, and by the time she was like 2, 3, and she's responding. And she'd be talking to people, and it was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Especially when she started school. She started in pre-K 3, and it was still yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And they was like, I'm just so shocked. Like, that's what you taught her. And I'm like,
yeah, don't be trying to judge.
Yeah, exactly. Don't judge it because I'm a young mom. Like, that's how I was raised. And you, of course, you get your own, you try to put your own twist on things, but you definitely kind of raise your kids the way you were raised. Yeah. There's things about how you were raised that you might say, like, I don't want to do that with my kid. And you don't. But a lot of what you implement are things that you grew up with. Like, so, yeah, I definitely believe that. And my parents were very big on that. Honestly, I still, yes, sir, and no, sir, my dad. So. Yeah. What?
I was about to say. So I see you also have put sports and extracurricular. Baby. Like, I need my kids to realize when we get older, you better kiss the ground I walk on. You better do all this other kind of stuff because all my sacrifices.
What?
Like, bruh, both of them in gymnastics. They had 2 different facilities. Like, that's 2 different facilities. Both of them are in acting. That's acting classes that I'm paying for. That shit costs a lot. Like, bruh, like, to taking headshots, all this other kind of stuff. That's for y'all too. What about me? We ain't even talking about what I do yet. So, like, bruh, like, summer I enjoyed it because it was like a little bit, you know, like they went to New Orleans, so they both was out of gymnastics or whatever. But it's about to start back up. And then I forgot Madison was in fucking soccer and shit. I ain't have all this.
It's funny because I will say this. I was in a lot of activities as a kid.
I was in shit, but not as much.
But girl, when I tell you that with my kids, like, of course, pandemic wise, they haven't really been doing anything. My son has been was boxing and stuff, whatever. But after the baby pandemic wise, I definitely had to pull everything back a lot because my baby was a preemie and she was very what's the word I'm looking for? She basically could get COVID easily, so we had to pull a lot of things back. But prior to this, I remember when we didn't stay when he was in football, she was in cheer, gymnastics, and dance, like. And then we were staying in Dallas, having to drive all the way to Irving. Mind you guys, I worked in Irving, so it was like in the morning I had to go to school in Irving. I drive back to Dallas, then I had to go to work in Irving. Then I drive back to Dallas. After work I was picking them up from school. I picked them up from school. Then I wasn't picking them up. My mom would pick them up from school for me because I was still at work till about 6 something. Then I drive out to Dallas. Get them, drive back to Irving for football practice. Like, so they drive back. Like, what? It was just like a whole bunch of back and forth. And it's just like, y'all don't know what it takes to get y'all where y'all need to go and do what y'all need to do. And that's not including gas,
I'm willing to do all of this for y'all.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, when I was in New Orleans, I was in acting. And there's, what is it called? Gifted and talented. I was gifted and talented in acting. And I used to tell my mama, like, why ain't nothing happen? Like, why you ain't do nothing? She was like, it was a lot. I understand. Like, right now I'm doing that with my kids. Like, you know, but I will admit times are different. Like, Google is so easy. Like, you know, all this other kind of stuff. But I ain't gonna stunt. Britney Spears, mama sacrificed for her. But, but you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Like, shit, I don't know. You might blow up. You gonna give mama a house and a car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I definitely have I definitely believe in my kids, and whatever they want to do, I definitely want them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't mind sacrificing for them, but baby, listen, that shit takes a lot.
It does. It does.
And like I be telling them, y'all don't realize because going up a little bit, spoiled kids. Like, yes, my kids are very spoiled. Like, it's funny. I have this friend, and she always be like, oh girl, Christmas and stuff is like stressful, or this time of the year it's like just birthdays. I have 3 kids that birthdays are a week apart. That should be stressful for me. And she was like, because you always trying to do all the extra shit. Like, she was like, girl, I get my kids, like, just these, like, let's say, look, we go to Walmart, we get their school clothes, like, this, and call it a day. I'm not, like, breaking my bacon. I'm like, but I am.
Yeah.
Because this is what they want. Again, I feel like I want y'all to have what y'all want, especially with my girls. And not even saying, like, I don't do as much for my boys. So I definitely do the same amount for my girls for my boys as I would my girls. But my thing with my girls are like the way I feel, my feeling behind it. Like, I don't ever want some little boy to come up and just do the bare minimum for you, and you feel like, oh shoot, like they really doing something. Yeah. Like, nah, because mama done showed out for you. Like, let them know they finna have to come with it, because
that's the same way I am. I teach them to be appreciative, like, definitely. Because I hate when people are not appreciative. Like, that is such a negative, ugh. But at the same token, you're going to have to come harder than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be gifts or nothing. It could be your personality, but this don't impress me.
Exactly. Like you're going to have to come with it. Girl, speaking of unappreciative, my little sister, Like, cause like I said, all of my kids are spoiled. Honestly, Legacy is a new level of spoiled. I've never experienced something like this. I think it's because there's a big gap between her siblings and her. There's about a 19-year gap between my youngest before her and my baby. So yeah, when she cried, like about 5 people running her at one time. Like she's a new level of spoiled. But my little sister, she's definitely one of those little unappreciative type spoiled kids.
Oh yeah,
and I can't even lie.
Yeah,
like,
that's annoying. No offense, but
yeah, like
like, bro,
I be telling my daddy like you gonna have to get it. Like you gotta get in her ass because I was spoiled. To this day I know I can call my daddy if I need it.
My uncle for sure.
Yeah, I know I can call my daddy if I need it. But it's just like, for instance, my sister wanted an Apple Pen. So my dad was like, hey, can you order it for me? I'm gonna send you the money or whatever. Cool. Order it. My dad had came to pick me up. When we were going to Atlanta, he came to pick me up and he's like, okay. He was like, you got it with you? I'm like, yes, in the trunk. So go to the gas station. I go to the trunk, get it out, hand it to her, and she was like, oh my gosh, you got my Apple Pen. It's about time.
Damn.
Y'all must have snatched that goddamn pen out of her hand so fast.
I would never.
What? I would never. My daddy would have beat my ass. Like, and he's so soft when it comes to her. And I don't care if you watch this, I meant it. He's so soft when it comes to her. I'd be like, Daddy. Like, it's funny. Me and my sister that we're about the same age. I remember one time she came stomping down the stairs when my dad was calling her, and she was like playing a game or something. And we was like, the fuck? And we was like, Daddy. And he was like, what? Nigga, you would have knocked us down the motherfucking stairs.
They be getting soft when they get older.
Girl, I'm telling you, and then
they don't have that fire in them no more. They like,
girl,
it's too much.
You better find it. Girl, because he was like, then when we was coming back from Atlanta, I think my sister was like, yeah, I've only got 2 whoopings. What, today? Because, nigga, I don't understand. Like, nigga, my dad, like, I don't get me wrong, I don't ever feel like I was abused. But my daddy beat my ass. Me and my sister and my brother. Like,
yeah, they don't be having that fire no more. I'm telling you.
Girl.
Like my aunt, like with me, she was like very strict, and with my mama and my uncle, they would tell me stories, and I'd be like, dang. And then when my girls went down there, like it's like, oh, you let them do this? Because you would never. Like, I'm telling you, they just don't have the energy no more.
Girl, I remember me and my sister used to be we used to get a whooping, and we used to go to the room after we get a whooping, and we'd be like, bro, look, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Is it blood? Do you see blood? Like, we used to always like be bending over and looking. And I'm like, I remember hearing him. I told you about when he had came in with my daughter, that she was getting out of line. Bro.
That was nothing. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I didn't even, first of all, I probably would, when he used to with me, I probably would have heard the licks from down the street. I couldn't hear shit in the room next door. And he was like, nobody told you to be listening. That's what he told me afterwards.
He probably didn't even want to. He probably didn't.
He didn't want to. Yeah. First of all, it took him like about a good 3 months to even come. And then when he finally did, it was like, I heard more talking than anything. I heard like this long speech before. And then like, bro, I swear I must have heard maybe 1, maybe 2 licks. And afterwards, my daughter was like laughing a bit. Like, and then I told him to try to get him to come back and whoop her. And he was like, stop snitching. What?
She's saying your shit was weak, my nigga. What you gonna do? It's time for you to step up.
Bro, that's how I felt. Like, bro, she said your shit was weak. She said you didn't do shit.
Yeah, like, so step it up. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I can't stand it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, where does this come from? Where was this at when I was a kid?
Nah, for real.
Because y'all didn't.
One thing I do appreciate about Destiny, I don't have to do that. Like, Madison, I have to do that often. But the last time I went off or went hard on Destiny was a year ago. And I was like, I ain't got to do this for much longer. But baby, you know, at the time she was 12. I mean, snotty nose, crying, all of that.
Girl, when I say my kids, really all of them with this is like when it comes to trying me. Just because, I'm not gonna lie. Now, don't get me wrong. I can be a hard ass when it comes to my kids. But ultimately, I'm the type to threaten them. And my threats be ridiculous, y'all. I would never do half the shit I threaten my kids with. Like, I think the other day I told, oh yeah. So the kid I told you, like, he has ADD and like he be looking at TV and stuff. I told him that I was gonna rip out his eyes if I caught him looking at the TV. I say like dramatic shit, like
I do. I think everybody does.
Like shit that I would never do.
You gotta think about everybody hates Chris. Like I'll smack the black off you. You know you really can't.
Yeah, like
at least black parents. That's what we do.
Girl, my daughter, I remember like when I told my son this, bro, she must have been on the floor laughing like. Oh my gosh! If people wonder why I can't take this serious, like, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
Sit down and shut up.
Wait till he leave and then laugh, okay?
Right? She just bust that laughing. Like, I used to tell them.
On my cover.
I used to tell them, like, bro, jump on that bed again, I'm gonna break your ankles. Like, I'm not really gonna do this. Like, yeah, I say some drastic ass shit, but it just be out there having to constantly repeat myself.
But I'm more like that either. Don't make me repeat myself.
I'm more of a threatening type person. I'm definitely not I don't whoop them often, like, at all. If I whoop y'all, I don't really have to, like, for real repeat myself over and over.
Again, same with me.
Because, I'm just, honestly, I don't be having the energy. I don't want to. Honestly, I'm soft when it comes to them. I be damn near wanting to cry.
Yeah, it for real ass hurt me to hurt you. I don't want to do that.
I finally understand what my parents meant. Because I remember my dad used to say that. I'd be like, bullshit. Mm-hmm. I know this shit finna hurt.
Especially, like, Madison, since she's younger, like, and I be like whooping her or whatever, and she be crying. I really want to comfort her. Yeah, like, you know, but I can't. I gotta be a thug and let you know I'm about that shit, nigga.
Girl, what? Especially with my baby is 2, y'all. I don't whoop her, but
pop her and all that.
I do tap them little thighs like from time to time, and this is probably only happened probably a good 5 times since 5 times in her lifetime.
But you gotta do that shit.
But girl, let me tap her little thighs, like, and I only tap her once, like. Girl, like, matter of fact, I did it today because she was doing a little high pitched scream, and she was like, I had told her brother to pick her up. I was like, pick her up and put her in her bed for me, because I was actually gonna come here, and I was like, pick her and put her in her bed, and she like, he got her in his arms, and she's like throwing her head back and screaming, and I'm like, stop! Like, I was like, man, give it to me, put it down, put it down. And I'm like, stop, Legacy. She just screaming louder and louder. So I tapped her thigh, and she was like, and I was like, go to your room, bro. First of all, the way she runs to her room, y'all, is the cutest fucking shit in the world to me. And she got her lipstick out, and I was like, I swear I want to just chase her and just be like, okay, come on, don't worry about it. You wanna be on the podcast? You wanna be on the podcast?
That be the stuff that be hard. Like, bro, I don't want to do this, and I gotta look at you. I want to give in.
Yes, like, the way she just stick her lip out, y'all, it's so cute. Like, I know she know what she be doing, but yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, you better nip that shit in the bud now, cause baby.
Girl, again, it's funny because she intentionally tries to be cute, and it's just crazy to me that you know to like do little cute shit. Like,
oh yeah, they know. They definitely know. These little kids be smart, like for real. They be smart.
Speaking of smart, the other thing on the list was pandemic babies. So yeah, I have one. As well as I've definitely seen these TikToks and these Instagram videos about these pandemic babies. Like, bruh, I don't know what it is. I don't know what COVID done did to these babies, but it is crazy. Like, matter of fact, I can't show y'all. I tried to show y'all a video last time or something on my phone last time, but it's something either in COVID or in the water. When it comes down to, for real, when it comes to these pandemic babies, like. My daughter sent me this video. Showed me this video today, and I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? Like, why can this baby do this?" I will include the link to this video. But yeah, it's basically like this baby that is. I mean, when I say baby, I mean like 1 month, 2 months. Like, her dad kisses her, and she like he's holding her, and she holds her head up and leans over and kisses him back.
Oh,
why? You can't even hold your head up, let alone. Girl, well, first of all, what 1 month, 2 month old is holding their head up?
I don't know, but maybe that's gonna be little Einstein.
Girl, like, I was just like,
oh,
it's crazy, right? That baby should not be able to do that. It's
like, who are you? Are you a spy?
Exactly. This is a robot baby. How you? Exactly. That baby should not be able to do that. So I definitely will include the link. Y'all watch it. It's really adorable, but it's scary because your baby shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but like I said. If your baby doing that, watch out, because that might be like the little Albert Einstein or whatever. You gotta get some money on your hand or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I have Albert Einstein. More like a little Chucky, but you know, we'll see.
Hell no.
That's why we trying to be nice to her, because baby, Legacy don't play.
Nah, for real. Look, let me be nice, because I used to always tell my mom and my uncle, y'all better be nice to me, because I can dictate if you go in a home or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I be keeping that in my mind too.
And just to be clear, and I don't care who watching, my mom is going in a home. I just had the point.
She looked at the camera and everything. She want to let y'all know I meant what I said.
I said what I said, and I missed that
shit. But okay, we'll go ahead and end things. I do want to say this though. Special shout out to my nigga Louis Dean. My nigga passed. That was my first roommate, and he just passed today. So it's been heavy on
away.
Yep, it's been heavy on my mind. It's been heavy on my mind since he's been in the hospital.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was news to me, obviously.
Yeah. And my nigga, that was my little muchacho. Like, yeah, bro, that shit hurt. But also remember our back to school drive. Pull up. We'll have the information down below as well. That's it. Peace.